This is a stimulus update and daily news report. I have some big breaking news to share with you today. So 47,000 military members are going to get their student loan interest canceled retroactively. When it comes to the eviction moratorium, there was an appeals court ruling that just said the eviction moratorium will stay in place for now. When it comes to Social Security, a bill has been introduced that will increase the Social Security pay to over $1,000 for individuals. I'll give you details on that. I'll let you know the latest of what's going on with the infrastructure and stimulus package drama with the $3.5 trillion package moving forward. I'll play a video clip regarding that. We'll also go over this article right here. For stimulus check, you'll get a new $1,400 payment if you meet this requirement. Then I'll answer the questions you leave for me in the comments. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. If you appreciate these fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below. So Texas Supreme Court rejects Abbott's ban on school mask mandates for now. So what happened here is in Texas, the governor Greg Abbott tried to ban mask mandates in schools. It looks like the Supreme Court has rejected that ban. So mask mandates are now allowed to happen in Texas. On the opposite side of that, so it looks like in Tennessee, doctors rallied to oppose governor's ban of school mask mandates. So it looks like in Tennessee, mask mandates are banned in schools. Let me know your opinion on this. For kids, with school starting just this week or this past week, and probably next week as well for a lot of places around the country, should kids be forced to wear masks in schools? Should there be mask mandates? Should there be a choice? Should kids not wear masks in schools? Let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments below. Next, let's talk about how the Department of Education spoke about this yesterday. Just approved $5.8 billion of student debt relief for over 300,000 borrowers with disabilities. So this just came out, and then more news about student loan forgiveness came out too. So this is going to be for 320,000 borrowers who are on total disability or permanent disability. So $5.8 billion is going for that student loan relief or forgiveness. And then there's a new one that just came out. So Biden administration to cancel student loan interest retroactively for 47,000 military members. So what happened here is today's announcement. This came out yesterday, right after I filmed the video. So today's announcement by the U.S. Department of Education will provide automatic retroactive cancellation and waiver of interest for qualifying military service members. So that's pretty good news there for the student loan forgiveness. We haven't hit the big overall 10,000 or 50,000 student loan forgiveness for everybody yet for federal student loans. Hopefully that comes. Looks like they're just kind of chipping away. More student loans are being forgiven, but not generally. So let's talk about this big news here too. This is big breaking news. Appeals court rejects effort to halt Biden eviction moratorium, which means that the appeals court ruling keeps the CDC eviction moratorium in place. So what happened here is there were a lot of realtors and landlords asked Supreme Court to block the Biden eviction moratorium. So the eviction moratorium was set to expire in August of this year, just August 1st, and it was supposed to happen where all the evictions were about to happen. Landlords and realtors were happy about that, but the problem was all the rental assistance money, the $46 billion did not go out to everybody. So they extended it until October 3rd, and to hopefully get all that rental assistance money out, but looks like rental assistance money is still not going out despite 3 weeks after the ruling of that. So a lot of realtors and landlords try to appeal it, but it looks like it will be in place for now. So a 3-judge panel for Court of Appeals for District of Columbia Circuit unanimously denied an emergency motion filed by 2 chapters of the National Association of Realtors to halt the eviction ban. Basically, the eviction ban will be going on until October 3rd. Next, let's talk about what's going on with all of this infrastructure and stimulus stuff. So Senator Bernie Sanders touts Democrats' $3.5 trillion budget plan in red Indiana, Iowa. So Bernie Sanders is going to Indiana and Iowa this month, at the end of the month actually, to promote the $3.5 trillion Democratic budget plan. So he's just basically going to go there, promote it, say why it's so good, talk about all the different stimulus provisions in it. One of the things he says is, while it will have no Republican support in Washington, Democrats, independents, and working class Republicans all over the country support our plan to finally invest in the long neglected needs of working families. I very much look forward to hearing from some of them. So this is going to happen August 27th and the 29th. I'm sure we'll hear more from Bernie Sanders until that point, but Republicans not too happy about Bernie Sanders and what he stands for and what he wants. So Kevin McCarthy won't support the bipartisan infrastructure deal, even if it's separated from the Dem spending bill, also known as the $3.5 trillion stimulus bill, Part 2, human infrastructure, human capital. It has so many different names, but looks like Republicans are not in support of the $3.5 trillion, the Part 2. Therefore, a lot of them are not going to vote for the Part 1. So Representative Jason Smith says the Bernie budget is a disaster for working Americans. So Republicans not too happy with the way that the infrastructure packages are moving forward. Looks like we're going to have, or potentially have, a big vote August 23rd. That's when the House of Representatives are coming back from their vacation. So it looks like everybody in the Senate is just teeing up everything so that there could be either a vote, worst case scenario, negotiations, which could draw it out even longer. So here is a video clip with the Republicans' perspective regarding the infrastructure packages and Bernie Sanders, and then after that I'll talk about the increase in Social Security.
The Senate's approving a bipartisan infrastructure bill with a price tag of $1.2 trillion of your tax dollars. But this may just be the start of a Washington spending spree and big fights between Democrats over what should be and their even more costly infrastructure package that is still to come. Congressional correspondent Chad Pergram reports from Capitol Hill. Good evening, Chad.
The infrastructure bills are all about next year's midterm elections. Democrats want to show voters what the party can do for them, and Republicans aim to highlight deficit spending. Democrats hope you hear this when it comes to infrastructure.
The American people will now see the most robust injection of funds into infrastructure in decades.
But Republicans hope to curate this narrative.
It is truly the gateway to socialism for the Democrats.
It will drastically increase taxes on job creators.
If they want inflation and tax hikes, then Republicans do not currently have the votes to spare the American families this nightmare.
The GOP won't help on the Democrats' bigger measure. That's why Democrats are deploying a special budget process to avoid a filibuster. The $3.5 trillion bill is stocked with non-infrastructure Democratic priorities, ranging from climate change to health care. Much of the bill has nothing to do with girders and steel.
This legislation is going to ask the wealthiest people in our country to start paying their fair share of taxes.
Republicans highlight the cost.
All we're doing is we're helping the Democrats pass their Bernie budget. And at the end of that 10 years in their budget, we will have $45 trillion of debt.
Liberals demand everything in this bill, but moderate Democrats are cautious. If Democrats overpromised, that could force them to scale back ambitious plans.
Although the Democrats are in control, it's very, very narrowly divided. I think they certainly promised a lot, but that's just the consequence of divided government.
Democrats must thread the needle to pass these bills.
I think we will get enough Democrats to vote for it.
The president could have to twist the arms of reluctant Democrats to vote for controversial provisions in the bills like immigration, and that could cost Democrats at the polls.
What are your thoughts on the Republicans' perspective on the infrastructure packages and Bernie Sanders, or the Bernie budget, the $3.5 trillion stimulus? What do you think about all that? Let me know down in the comments below. Next, let's talk about this bill that will increase Social Security. So this bill aims to keep Social Security beneficiaries out of poverty. Here's where efforts to improve the program stand. So what's going on here is a bill reintroduced in Congress this week aims to prevent Social Security beneficiaries from living in poverty. Even as Democratic lawmakers want to raise benefits for the lowest earners, addressing the program's solvency issues remains a hot-button issue in Washington. Consequently, one other change, raising supplemental Social Security income benefits, could be an easier fix to make that would directly help the poor, one expert says. So basically what happened here is Congresswoman Gwen Moore reintroduced this bill that would raise Social Security benefits per month. So what's going on here is this is directly from Congresswoman Gwen Moore regarding the Social Security increase. It is called, if I could find the name, oh yeah, it's right at the top here, Social Security Enhancement and Protection Act. So what this is about. First thing, I'm going to just touch upon the important parts. Updating the special minimum benefit to 100% of poverty. So Congresswoman Moore's bill would increase the special minimum benefit to pay 100% of the poverty threshold for those who have worked at least 30 years under Social Security and claim their benefits when they reach full retirement age. So 100% of the poverty threshold. So that is $12,880, which means that if everyone on Social Security got that amount of $12,000, because right now I think the highest is $794 a month, it would bring it up to $1,073 per month. That's $12,880 divided by 12 for 12 months, and that brings it to $1,073 per month. So what this would do is, or also another thing, is the benefit will be phased down proportionally to allow access for workers with fewer than 30 but more than 10 years of work. Also, if people watch their kids throughout the years, that could count as a credit for working towards those years to collect Social Security. Also, increase benefits 20 years after becoming eligible for retirement. So in the bill, it would provide additional Social Security by increasing benefits for all beneficiaries 20 years after retirement by a uniform amount equal to 5% of the average retired worker benefit in the prior year. So a lot of benefits, or a lot of increases here with this bill. Will it move forward? We're not sure yet. The big thing here is how it's going to be paid for. So one of the ways, two ways that they want to pay for it is to eliminate the cap on Social Security payroll contributions, basically scrap the cap. So basically it would, security payroll contributions are capped at $142,800 in 2021. So they would want to raise that. Also, they would want to raise it from 6.2% to 6.5%. So that would help with getting enough money to pay for these increases. Let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments below. Would this benefit you if you're on Social Security? Is this a good thing, bad thing? Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments below. Next, I want to go over this article right here. So there's a lot of articles. I mentioned the other day how some articles said that there was going to pay $7,000 sometime in August. All these crazy articles come out. I want to go over this one and just clarify some information. So fourth stimulus check, you'll get a new $1,400 payment if you meet this requirement. I think it's really important. I like to share the truth, let you know what's going on, which is the reason why I like to read the articles, go over the summaries, the headlines, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. So this is slightly misinforming, at least in the headline. So basically, it is payments for newborns. The $1,400 check, and technically it's not a fourth stimulus check, it's just a third stimulus check for newborns. So according to this article, giving birth this year in 2021 is the deciding factor. Parents who welcome a newborn child at any point in 2021 are likely eligible for another stimulus check for $1,400 in 2022, according to Fortune and Insider. They would get that check upon filing their federal taxes of 2022. So this would be the third stimulus check for newborn babies, according to this article. Now, other things that are coming out for kids in 2022 would be the child tax credit, which could be permanently or at least 4 years extended. That's going to happen. We're going to find out what's going to happen with that in the $3.5 trillion stimulus package, among other things. So be on the lookout for information like this, or at least headlines that make you think that you're going to get a fourth $1,400 stimulus check. Not the case. They're saying it's for newborns. Next, I'm going to answer the questions you leave for me in the comments. B. Zajak says, what are all these states going to do with all the pandemic money they received? They're not giving it to us. Why not? So yeah, $350 billion went out to 50 states. They could do whatever they want with that money. Some of them are giving stimulus checks to the people. Some are targeted stimulus checks or other things stimulus related. Some may extend the unemployment benefits. But yeah, they could pretty much do whatever they want with it. Next, Maria Del Valle asks, how about student loan forgiveness to healthcare workers and frontline workers? Yeah, also, what about student loan forgiveness for everybody, which was promised on President Biden's campaign trail? But it looks like military members, disabilities, maybe healthcare workers, frontline workers, type of thing could be next. I'm not sure if maybe he's going for his $10,000 in student loan forgiveness in certain sections, certain types of people and categories. Not sure about that, but yeah, great question. Next question comes from Eric Spear. When am I getting my third stimulus check? So the third stimulus check, you should have gotten it by now. I haven't seen any new IRS announcements that they're sending out more third stimulus checks. So if you didn't get it now, you're probably going to have to wait until 2022 to file your taxes, which is, I know you don't want to hear this, but it's like 3-4 months away, or 4 months away. So then you could, file your taxes and then get your third stimulus check. Same way that a lot of people did that for the first and second stimulus check or any money missing from dependents. Anyways, that is all the stimulus news I have for you today. To hopefully brighten your day a bit, here is my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. I'm going to tell something what you should do. Don't let anybody tell you different. You are beautiful. You are full with excitement. You are great the way you are. Don't let anybody tell you any different. You are great the way you are. You are full with excitement, and you are great just the way you are in person. Bye. That's all I wanted to say for you. And be yourself. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. So my wife cut my hair yesterday. What do you think? You like the haircut? I usually don't go to regular barbers. I don't know. I just pretty much my whole life I've either cut my hair, my wife has cut my hair. I'm kind of cheap in that way, and she looks at my hair more than I do, so she just cuts it however she likes it. Let me know, do you like it? Anyways, if you want to check out any of my other videos, you could click up here for my other channels or down here for more stimulus updates, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe, thank you for watching.